Hey, I'm Ali. I help people like you on your quest to find a new job. Picture this, you've been asked to submit a 3-minute video interview. This can feel sometimes a bit overwhelming, particularly if you've not had to do this before. But actually, I just really don't want you to feel discouraged to apply for a job or feel like you want to leave a recruitment process because this has become part of that process. I just want you to feel very easy and comfortable to move forward with it. Please drop me a note in the comments if at any point you would like any more info on this particular video. Right, so what are video interviews? These haven't been commonplace, but they're becoming more commonplace now. For some recruiters or employers to ask for this, it becomes a requirement within a recruitment process, and it can happen at any point. So it could happen as part of your CV, cover letter and the additional video interview, or it might occur between you submitting your CV, your cover letter, and then being offered a full-on interview. It might occur then because it might help the organisation to sift. And with that, actually, a video recording of this nature really gives that human element that you can't get with the CV and the cover letter. This helps an employer to determine whether or not to go ahead with you, whether or not you'd be the best fit for the organisation, but it also helps really save time, because actually it can save you time and them time. If you're not the right fit, they don't need to put you through to an in-depth interview, and you don't need to sort of prepare for that. So it works both ways. When you need to submit one of these, they should actually tell you what they would like you to focus on. And many of the platforms can be bespoke to that organisation or that recruiter, but ones that I've observed around in the job market right now are ones such as My Interview, Spark Hire and Willow. They're common ones, but like I say, they might have their own that they send you the link to. So, what's involved? They're likely to send you a question, and it won't just be asking you to do one thing, it might ask you to do 4 things. So here is an example of a question they may ask you, but you can split it down into 4 pieces. In 3 minutes, please tell us why you're interested in the manager role at this company. Please include your unique combination of skills and experience that you would bring. In addition, please tell us what you think the challenges of the role are. So you can already see that you can split this down in 4 ways. Okay, so you need to brainstorm that, split it down, see what it's asking, and ensure that you're really addressing everything that they've asked you to do. In my experience, what I do is I open a blank slide deck PowerPoint presentation, and I use this as an opportunity to start writing my prompts, brainstorm and start writing the prompts, the things that you really want to cover when you're giving this 3-minute video interview. So with that particular question, there's a few things I want you to cover. Firstly, why you want that job there in that place. So you can cover that as 2 things. You can cover it as the place and the job. And then after that, give an overview of your skills and your experience, but actually apply them to something that you've done. So say about the applicable skills and experience to the job that you're applying for, but then say how you've already used it and how you actually got that experience, because that really does bring it to life. And then it's asked about challenges. So what you need to do is state 1 or 2 challenges, but really be sure that you also tell them how you'd overcome those challenges. So this is showing your awareness of limitations, challenges, but also how to deal with them, how to problem solve, how to resolve things. And then finally, at the end of the 3 minutes, you would really want to give a quick summary of what you've said. Leave them with your main points. That should only be about 15 seconds. So you can really plan out how you're going to go about this. And then this might be a bit more of an iterative process, because at the same time you'll need to test your camera and your sound. So do this through your own platform. So you would have a basic package on your computer in which you can record a video and just observe your camera and your microphone, for instance. So test your tech, but also you need to test your slides. And the reason I say this is because when you're using slides and you're talking to a camera, as I am now, what's written down it doesn't always translate to how you'd say it. So what you read is not always how you'd say it, and you don't want to get too tongue-tied, because that would take seconds where you have to kind of go back and correct yourself. Don't worry if it happens, it's okay as long as you can correct yourself. But I'm just saying, just try and avoid that if you can. So practice talking your slides through in the right time as well, and time it at the same time. But if you get tongue-tied over anything and swap it out, do that at this point. And it could just be that the phrasing isn't coming easily to you and you need to sort that out as well. It's a little bit like with these videos. I have to practice these videos before I film them because I get tongue-tied. So I just do the same thing with with the video interviews. Practice does make perfect, or as perfect as it can be. So just keep practicing over the same points 2 times. And my advice to you would be, save yourself 10 seconds. So that 10 seconds will allow you to maybe stutter on the word confident, for instance. We all do it, but it gives you time to do it and move past it and move on. Okay? So once you've practiced it enough times, you can then go onto their platform. Now, some platforms do look a bit different, and there is sometimes a practice mode. So try this out if you want to. When I've done this on one of the platforms, it was really asking me generic questions this didn't have anything related to the question that they asked me, and I wasn't really prepared for that. So when I went in the practice mode, it was slightly different. It was across 3 minutes, but it was 2 different questions. So I practiced it because I wanted to use practice mode to practice the tech using that platform, so the sound and the camera. Use this if you wish, but just beware, it is practice mode. You're not going to be able to submit any of the takes from that practice mode. So you might find it helpful, you might not. It's really a personal choice whether or not you use that practice mode. Anyway, when you're ready to go, assume that when you go into recording mode, so you're going to record your interview, assume it gives you just 1 take. Every platform's different. I assumed it would give me 1 take. It actually gave me 3, so I was delighted when it gave me 3. But having said that, I did 1 take and it was okay, and then the next 2 I fluffed. But I had 1 and I submitted it. It wasn't perfect, but it was good enough, and I was happy enough with it. So I submit that video, and that's the one that actually did get me through to the next stage, using this way of working and this strategy. So, I hope I've helped. Now you've got a lovely approach that you can use, and you can start to look forward to filming these videos and gain confidence on camera. And you really are sort of trying to come across as your authentic self. So that's why you do need to practice and just be confident to show up. You end up seeing the camera like a person at the end of it, so which is nice. So you should really show up as your authentic self. We always feel more comfortable when we know what we're doing, so that's why you have to practice it. If you want any more help at any point about video interviews, then please do comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to help you. Please keep an eye on my channel. This was bonus material, just drawing on my own experience, but more videos will drop soon. See you right here next time. Take care.